Electro Citron is way too overlooked in the Citron class. He is one of, if not the most underrated character in Garden Warfare 2. He was nerfed into the ground after the damage drop-off was introduced for the Citron class a few years back, which means to the community that the characters in this class are much worse now. I will admit, at a younger age, even I thought Electro Citron was one of the worst plants in the game, and all I did was put the Citrons in their role instead of just being a long-ranged character. Let's see here. A few years back, Super Brains' beam, like his secondary weapon, his beam, it had no damage drop off, and his role is to be a melee character, and his beam did 10 damage across the map. Do you understand what I mean? If anything, I truthfully believe that Electro Citron is the best hit and run character in Garden Warfare 2. Let me explain. Electro Citron hits the highest amount of damage on contact of a zombie. It is recommended to do exactly as I say with Electro Citron. So most of the time when you are the one starting off the fight, enter in on a fully charged shot. Then you should finish the fight off using the second charges. If there's one thing you must know, never use the first charge because it can be promising at times, but if you are more than 5 feet away from the zombie, you hit 3 damage. But if you were that close to a zombie, you'd hit 12 damage with the highest promising DPS on the character. The damage drop off starts at different points with each charge shot. So the first one is 10 meters, then each shot is an additional 10 meters of drop off distance. So for many things, Electro Citron doesn't suck. You just suck. I don't think anyone that thinks he sucks has played him and give him a proper chance. Of course you are going to do significantly less damage when there is enough space between you and a zombie to fit the entire moon. He is a hit and run character, not a sniper. There is a reason why ball form exists, and it's not only to pussy out of a fight. The other reason is to get in a fight with someone, kill them, and get right out. It's a simple fucking concept that so many people that play this game don't understand. Even with 2 reload upgrades on Iron Citron, Electro Citron still has the same second charge build up time as the Iron Citron reloading. The only category that makes Electro Citron even slightly worse than Iron Citron is the legendary meter and the HP bonus. This turns him into a beast. To me, this is not enough to prove that Iron Citron is better. It's sort of like comparing Party Brains and Toxic Brains. When these two characters are outside of their legendary modes, Party Brains wins by a landslide, but when they get their legendary modes, it's obvious who the winner is, okay? Just because a character isn't good until they get their mode, it doesn't mean they are good. With no upgrades, I might even consider Iron Citron being the worst character in the class because she shoots once every 2 seconds for 50 damage. It sucks. And I don't even know what all the fuss is about. Electro Citron still has twice the DPS that Iron Citron does. Both have upgrades. It's just this thing. Okay, I will stop. This video isn't meant for Iron Citron. Electro Citron is more so of a skill-based character. If you can land your charged shots, you can mostly win every fight. But if you splash it, it will only do 20 damage. It's so sad that walking into this character thinking it was going to be complete dog shit, but I ended up mastering him in only 3 hours. It just doesn't add up. Now, I know that it is relatively easy for me to play a character because, but all you need to do is master the aspect of a hit and run, harass the zombie, and then move on. It's that simple. I'm sick and tired of everybody shitting on this character because his long range is 1 damage. For people who actually think Electro Citron is a character, or a good one at least, you are a legend. Everyone else, you are just bad at the game. But seriously, Electro Citron should be far up on other people's tier list. He might suck at first, but he just needs a bit of skill. With characters like Toxic Citron, skill is thrown out of the equation, and it's devoid. It's just not fun at all because no matter what you do, it does not work. I think while playing Garden Warfare 2 before, I saw 91 damage on a scientist. I was using the damage upgrade, but like, what's not to like? The only downside is the fact you actually need precision. Iron Citron is for noobs, and Electro Citron are for the guys that can actually aim. Yeah, I said guys and guys only. Please don't cancel me. If you do, I will call the cops and tell them you robbed me. If you made it this far into the video right now, I would just like to mention my new and improved 4.7. Viewer, you should subscribe so I don't get beat up by the algorithm here. I have to finish the video now before I get killed. Electro Citron is bad. I meant good. because he's better than every other Citron. The only other Citron up for debate on this is Iron Citron, but he is significantly slower. The character that hits the most damage when they need to get in and out of a fight is the best one, and E Citron hits high enough to do 90 damage, and he does electric damage. Even somehow with these factors, people still somehow believe that Electro Citron is a bad character. Or even worse than characters like Chomper. I guess we will never find it out because it's not like I can just crawl inside of a mind of a Garden Warfare 2 player. And that's all I have to say about Electro Citron. Okay, the monster is gone. I'm stuck under my bed. Sunny out.